What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video as we are back on F1 22 ready for some more open lobby chaos here in today's video. Sorry, I've been sick. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I've been sick. But here we are at Imola, ready for some qualifying here on F1 22. So I've been gone because I've been doing so much other stuff lately, and I've been working, I've been trying to make money, and also I have everything pre-recorded and everything like that. I had to take another pause there, I apologize. But my sickness has been getting to me as well, so that's why I haven't really been having time to do commentary. So you probably won't expect me to raise my voice today. You probably don't expect anything big for me in this commentary because I do not feel the greatest. But anyways, this was the first race on here in Imola, as we're with about a pretty decent roster here with a bunch of some fast drivers in this lobby. Currently we messed up at the going up the hill, as we do make a little mistake with that major wheel spin. We get more wheel spin again off that exit coming off into the last couple of corners here, as well as we break at the 100-meter board trying to get the rotation, as we do get rotation in pretty nicely into that corner, but it looks like we might not get pole position. OI Zeke might have the position, but it might be P2 here as we come across the line, as yes, we do get P2 here in Imola. So at 1 minute 17.1. Anyways, no point in results. It's done all the 5 red lights, so we are now underway here for the Imola GP for a cheeky little 5-lap race, as we don't get the greatest of starts, as well as we are on the clean side of the grid. Relatively safe. We're side by side now with the Red Bull, as we're going to force him around the outside. He goes a little bit wide there, and he's going to make a little mistake as major carnage back there. OI Zeke. Now we're going to set him up as Zeke with the block right there, which kind of compromised our run going down into the next few couple of corners. But major carnage already on the first lap, as back behind the field, as you saw at the beginning of the video. Pretty ruthless driving, I want to say, from everybody else back there. As we go in up the hill now, dumping some overtake, just trying to stay with Zeke coming into the end of lap 1. His setup was relatively quicker, as he knocks over the bollard there as well. He's had a pretty good car in the straight line. Our car was not very quick in the straight. He's clearly running less wings, and I think he's just got overall better cornering speed a little bit as well. He is struggling though a little bit in the first sector going into this race, but when you see later in the race, he actually does pull a big gap. He's now 1.6 seconds ahead as he sets, well, I thought he set another fast lap, but he didn't. As we're not going to double overtake here, we're on 25% battery, now 5%, as pretty cheeky 4-second gap now to him, as we're going to come across line P2. It was a pretty straightforward race. The pace was okay. The Haas ultimately did not catch up to us. We had a 5-second gap from the Alpine behind us, but we're going to get P2 here for our first race here. 3 Americans. I say a win-win for us here in Imola. Going out to Saudi Arabia now, in the Alfa Romeo. Not my best circuit. Said it in the last video. I don't know. It's just difficult for me to master around this track. Go down to turn 1. A little bit cheeky little switching the gears around there, as we now approach the first sector. Very difficult to spin the car out. The amount of grip you do not have in these corners, like on F1 2021, where you can go flat out. You can't go flat out through here. A bit difficult, as we actually do tap the inside wall a little bit. There's scruffy first sector, but we decided to be ourselves and make a little mistake, and we decided to full throttle like a complete idiot, and that's going to set us up for basically dead last qualifying, as we're going to retire the session, retire the car. Going to be lined up for P18 on the grid here in Saudi Arabia. 5 red lights as we're now underway here in Saudi Arabia. Get a decent start. Actually jumped the McLaren and the AlphaTauri, so we actually get a decent start going down into turn number 1. We do get the Haas a little bit there, so as we get hit, and I believe that was a Ferrari who got either he just saw someone fly on top of someone else as well. That was not the greatest run down the turn was. We actually do smack the outside wall. Did not get a great lineup on that. As we have an off tire that's all over the place. As much as we hit the back of him, and as we get front wing damage. That is what I call no awareness. Looks like we were caught napping. Don't know what I was doing. He was right in the middle of the road. Could have avoided that. And we're gonna come in, change underpants, change some tires, change everything. As we're gonna go take a quick little shower. As we now come back, and we're gonna get back into this race as much as we can. We're gonna be on some pretty cold, soft tires as well coming out of the pit. So very key to get the warm up in. As OI Zeke, once again, he's back here in P15. As well, we do tap the inside once again. As I don't know what the hell the Alpha tire is doing, but that's Zeke actually right up there. As he actually comes across as we actually hit him again. Don't know what we were doing as we absolutely just annihilated him. Totally not mean to do that. Clearly we were a sleepy boy. Come back, change some more underpants, get back on the grid. Bad luck here. So far in the first two races, well, I will say the first race wasn't really that bad. It was more the second race that really was crappy. Just a nightmare to get around this circuit. You just have to have a good setup. My setups are very good. I've been experimenting some new setups. They're 100% great. Now lap 4 of this race, as someone retired, I guess, back there as well. But OI Zeke is actually catching up to us once again, as he actually takes us out, which we probably deserve that for him ramming into the back of him. As I think now he's going to pull a dirty driver moment here, because he is slowing down a lot, so he might take us out once again. Oh no, he's actually ghosted. As there he goes. As he spins around, we're now actually going to get ahead of him. Pretty lucky there, I want to say. That was some luck. Poor Zeke. Come back next time. But anyways, P14, not a great result. I don't think we're really going to catch up to the Red Bull unless he makes a mistake, but he clearly didn't. So it's going to be P14 for us in this race. OI Zeke actually retired with a 2-second time penalty, so bit of karma there. No offense. But it was true. Karma was involved. But we do finish P14. There's a lot of Americans in this lobby too. So yeah. Alright. Let's get on to a much better race. Or I should say a longer race. As we're around Canada. My worst track in this game. I am dead serious. I said it when I did my career mode, my team. I just suck at this track. I don't know what it is. It's a nice track too. It really is. I enjoy driving on it, but I suck at it. I don't know why. I just get bad luck. But anyways, sorry, I just had a lump in my throat. Coming down to the first sector here once again, 3/10 off the Fleece 7 or the Red Bull, now McLaren, extra spicy. Looks like he is extra spicy because he is P1 at the moment. Going down into the next couple of corners here, we're going to the bridge, going into the next few corners. Very difficult to land the power in that corner. As look at the fuel load too. Clearly we should have lowered some fuel there, right? But we decided not to because this is F122 overall. So, anyways, approaching now the last straight, or the last couple of straights on the circuit, as we're now P5 lining up for the grid. As we now go through, coming around, trying to hit the wall of champions as much as we can. That should have clearly been a invalidation right there, but guess it wasn't. As we're going to come across that, we actually do get P5 though, which is, you know what, a decent result to compare where I expected to qualify. I expect to call myself around like P9, P10 because I am not a master on the circuit. Don't know what the gap is to the leaders. I think it's about a second gap, I believe, that lap. Maybe we get to see it right here, maybe not. Yeah, 1.6 seconds off the pace. You couldn't see much of the grid. I think I just skipped too fast as well. Anyways, 5 red lights here for a 25% race around Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. We are now underway for the Canadian GP. Once again, we get a horrible start. We start in the mediums. Once again, we learn that strategy to not start in the softs. As we get hit, as we go down the inside, as we get spun around. Great. by Felice in the Red Bull. That was uncalled for, jokingly. As more carnage actually in the back of the grid. You got the AlphaTauri, you have a Williams in the wall. You got another AlphaTauri once again trying to hit the back of him. As VSC actually deploys. We got a Ferrari and we got a McLaren doing a pirouette back there. As how is that an illegal overtake? Come on now. 3 illegal overtakes. That is great. Great news. Whatever. I must have passed him in the yellow flag zone. Oh well. Anyways, virtual safety car is ending here as we're now going to go on into the next straight. See what we can maximize in this race as much as we can. We do have someone in the AlphaTauri who has to do a drive-through penalties. Once again, we got a big carnage right there as the AlphaTauri actually took the front wing and a big crash back there involving a lot of good cars. But we get through unscathed as more carnage down into turn 1 as well. Looks like someone that took a little spun. I think it was a McLaren up there once again. But we do have, it looks like still by the wall of champions, a lot of debris. So a safety car would be nice at this moment as now the pickup when it kind of retires. So now everything is safe. Drive-through penalty though still for the AlphaTauri though once again. But we are not worried about him as we worry about our racing up at the front. We have a Red Bull and Mercedes as the Red Bull we're looking for a move down the inside. In his next few corners we get a little snap there. Once again we do get the little save. We got Rango and Sam up here in the 2 title protagonists of 2021 of Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen racing up here, jokingly. But anyways, it looks like the Red Bull got a better exit as well as Rango actually did not get the greatest exit once again. We're kind of waiting here. We're just gonna pounce whether we can see if they both make a mistake or whatever happens going on here as we go down into the chicane and going to the wall of champions. No one hits the wall of champions this time. Anyways, we now come into lap 3. Actually, we get a clean lap here around circuit. Gilles Villeneuve. Rango actually went a little bit wide there, but Rango didn't get a great rotation in, so it's going to set us up for a nice move here as we're now going to chase Rango down once again. We're in the slipstream of the Mercedes. He is a bit lagging a little bit on my screen. I don't know if you can see that as well. Anyways, he actually hits the wall of champions there once again. This is going to easily set us up for an easy overtake. We're going to take the racing line as much as we can as we're going to go down the inside on Rango's. We do get the move stick. Once again, that moves up into P7 in our Ferrari as we set off for lap 5 of this race. Once again, do not have the gap to the Alpine as a safety car is deployed. So that changes everything. We have to slow our delta down, try not to get a penalty as much as you can. You can try not to speed under safety car as well. I think we speed again a little bit here. I don't know, but it's very difficult to maximize a safety car as well because I feel like it's always difficult for the player to find the right safety car gap. As we brake a little bit early here to try to keep the delta. As we actually get hit by the Mercedes. Okay. Whatever, we're going to cut the chicane as... Oh, we get a time penalty. Why? Alright, what? Okay, so you're telling me Rango decides to just smack the back of me, and then I cut the corner, and then I get a 10-second penalty, but he gets a 5. Alright, I like that logic game. Man, this game. Anyways, we're going to come into the pits as we actually don't serve the penalty, which I honestly would prefer to serve the penalty, honestly, than just do the pit stop, serve the 10 seconds. We're going to go on the HODs, try to maximize the end of this race as much as we can. You can put down, you can roast me with it. Oh, as we hit the AlphaTauri once again, hope that's not a penalty. And it is a 5-second penalty. 15 seconds. Lovely. But we do have some guys up there with drive-thrus with Felice. Another 5-second penalty for the AlphaTauri as well. You can put down in the comments if you want to roast me or whatever you want for me braking a little bit early, but if I did, I probably would have gotten a penalty for speeding under safety car conditions, which you do have to brake a little bit early there because I learned the hard way in last year's game doing more of these races on 25%. But anyways, we don't care about that. We're back underway here for the Canadian GP once again here on lap 9 of this race. So we have to somehow manage to pull a 15-second gap, but we do have a guy with a drive-thru and a guy with 13 seconds. So the drive-thru, I don't know the pit the pit lane speed loss, I think it's around a 12-second loss in time. I think I could be wrong, honestly. I don't know the drive-through speeding loss, as we got an Alpine or a Williams that spun around as we now move up at the P6, but somehow in 10 laps we have to pull a 10-second gap, but since this is an open lobby, there's probably going to be another safety car. Anyways, AlphaTauri in P5, Fleece in P4. AlphaTauri is looking for a move on the Red Bull as much as he can, as he's going to go down the inside going into the Wall of Champions. We're going to say back, it's actually, no, the Red Bull actually is going to take the drive-through penalty now. Some more guys with penalties. He's got a 3-second penalty for the Aston Martin and a 16-second penalty now for the Alfa Romeo. So that is very promising, at least to kind of, we could pull a gap, as I don't know where the Alfa Romeo went after that lap. Didn't change DRS. I was shooting a text on my phone. Do not text and drive, kids. That is bad, especially when you're going 200 miles an hour in a virtual video game. Anyways, we have the Aston Martin. Oh my god. Absolutely smacked the Wall of Champions as the safety car once again comes out, but we were so lucky to not get involved in that crash. Anyways, we're going to come into the pits. We're going to pit for a set of softs. Hopefully we can take the 15-second penalty, and I think we actually might take the 15 seconds. I'm not 100% sure. We'll find out in a minute. As actually, no, I guess we served 5 seconds. So, alright. Guess you pit 2 more times and why you have to serve the rest of your penalty, right? Maybe. I'm not even going to risk that. If we don't get points, it's whatever. There could be some more carnage around the grid. If somehow P11 crashes out, we'll get P10. Simple as that. Win-win for us. We're going to come out on the softs, though. We're going to warm the softs up, get ready for the safety car restart much as we can. We're going to probably restart with about 2 laps to go, but a lot of people do have drive-thrus as well, so that is very key. Extra Spicy up ahead. He actually does have a drive. The AlphaTauri does. And we're back underway for the Canadian GP. Spicy actually hit the grass there. Excuse me. The AlphaTauri actually goes around the outside. Once again, another lump in my throat. Sorry about that. As much as we go, blue flag conditions up in front. I don't know who that is for, but we're gonna actually catch up now, as we actually might fight for the podium spaces for Extra Spicy here. As see the quicker drivers, we're going to go down the inside once again. The AlphaTauri actually does make a move for the Red Bull to take the lead. P1, once again, we had to get off the gas a little bit. We had too much wheel spin as we get more wheel spin off that exit, which is not great. Extra Spicy now up ahead. He actually got a better exit than we did, but the Red Bull actually, once again, oh my god, he's actually, looks like he's lagged out once again, so fight for the podium paces. As we get hit, as we're crashed. Oh no. How? Oh my god, how is that possible? No. Oh my god, this game, I hate it. I absolutely hate this game. That's an Aston Martin in the wall. Oh, I don't know how that crash happened, honestly. I don't know how that happened. As now everyone's going to serve their drive-thru. Oh my god, this is great. Great times for the game to love me. Lovely game. Just everything's great in my life. 2 laps to go as we get a blue flag conditions for this Alpine, as he's not going to get out the way 100%. Blue flag conditions, blue flag, Sebastian Vettel. Blue flag, move, but he's not going to move. He's not going to get out the way. It won't matter anyways. We're not going to... We do got a 10-second gap though to Extra Spicy, so... But he is on soft tires, so we actually might finish in the points, so that is promising as well. But once again, this Alpine's not going to get out the way. He completely won't get out of the way, so we take matters in our own hands, and we take him out. Don't do that, but we did that anyways. I tried to be a dirty driver, but the guy was in the way. Finish the race. We do get P10 once again. Don't know why the game just completely, my editing software just crapped the bed. Don't understand that. We don't get a podium, but we do get P10. Thank y'all for watching this video. Difficult times here on F1 22 multiplayer. In this one, might have a better shot next time. No one really knows. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see y'all in the next one.